All right, let's jump right into it. Today, we're talking about the incredible journey of robotics, how they went from something you'd only see in science fiction to being, well, the absolute backbone of modern industry. It's quite a story. And this quote, it just nails it. A fundamental pillar. I mean, think about that. What used to be just a dream is now reshaping pretty much everything we make and everything we buy. This isn't just a small tweak. It's a massive, foundational shift in how our world works. You know, for decades, when you said the word robot, most of us pictured a walking, talking metal person, right? Straight out of the movies. But the reality of the robotic revolution is something else entirely. And frankly, it's way more practical. It looks like tireless, hyper-precise robotic arms and smart vehicles all working in perfect sync. So how on earth did we get from there to here? Well, the story really kicks off with the first wave, a revolution that was all about one thing: pure, raw efficiency. This is where robots first stepped onto the factory floor and proved just how valuable they could be, making everything faster, safer, and way more productive.
And the first place they made a huge impact was manufacturing. Just think about the auto industry, where thousands of parts have to come together with absolute flawless precision. It was the perfect proving ground for this new technology. And the benefits were immediate and just, wow, so profound. First off, they can work 24/7, no breaks, no getting tired, which dramatically cuts down on production delays. Then there's the precision. They perform tasks like welding with a consistency that pretty much eliminates human error. And crucially, they made workplaces safer by taking over the most dangerous jobs.
But the efficiency revolution didn't just stop at the assembly line. Oh no. The next frontier was the huge, sprawling world of logistics and supply chains. You know, that incredibly complex web that gets products from the factory all the way to your front door. If you could peek inside one of those massive fulfillment centers, you'd see these automated guided vehicles, or AGVs, just zipping across the floor. They're basically self-driving carts that bring entire shelves of products to human workers. This automation just supercharges the whole process. Orders get processed faster, inventory management becomes incredibly accurate, and for you and me, customer satisfaction goes way up because we get our stuff faster than ever. So let's move on to the second wave, because this is where things get really, really interesting. This is the era where robots didn't just do tasks. They started to think, to learn, and even to create, all thanks to the game-changing power of artificial intelligence. The big leap forward was essentially giving the robot a brain. By integrating AI and machine learning, a robot transforms from just a pre-programmed machine into a self-optimizing system that can analyze its own data and get better at its job over time. So how does that actually work? Well, it kind of boils down to three key things. First, the robot is constantly analyzing its own performance to get more efficient. Second, it can actually predict when it's going to need maintenance, which prevents costly breakdowns. And third, and this is huge, it can adapt to new jobs with very little reprogramming, which makes the whole factory incredibly flexible. At the exact same time, another powerful partnership was emerging, combining the precision of a robotic arm with the creative freedom of 3D printing. And let me tell you, this combination unlocked a whole new universe of possibilities. All of a sudden, manufacturers could create these incredibly intricate parts with complex shapes that were just impossible to make with traditional methods. This has been a total game changer for industries like aerospace, for creating lightweight parts, and especially medicine, where it enables customized medical devices tailored perfectly to a single patient. This brings us to the next wave, which is really happening right now, and it's all about the human element. The focus is shifting away from just replacing people and moving toward creating an environment where robots and humans work side by side as teammates. And the star of this new era is the cobot, the collaborative robot. It's a machine specifically designed to work safely right next to a person. The key idea here isn't replacement, it's augmentation. The cobot handles the repetitive, tough parts of a job, freeing up its human partner to focus on complex problem solving. It's a true partnership. And the difference in philosophy here is just night and day. A traditional industrial robot, it's stuck in a safety cage, isolated, doing a task that a human used to do. But a cobot works right out in the open, close to people. Its job isn't to replace, it's to assist, to be a high-tech teammate that makes a human worker even better at their job. So when you put all of these pieces together, the efficiency, the intelligence, and now the collaboration, what does it all mean for the future? It means that investing in robotics is no longer just a nice to have, it's a core strategy for building a business that can actually last. The strategic advantages are just undeniable. You get incredible flexibility to adapt to whatever the market throws at you. You get huge long-term cost savings from fewer errors and less waste. You can innovate and create totally new products. And maybe most importantly, this tech is becoming more and more accessible to everyone. A big reason for that is a new model called Robotics as a Service, or RaaS. The easiest way to think of it is like a subscription service for robots. Instead of a massive upfront cost, companies can essentially lease the robots and all the support they need. This totally lowers the barrier to entry and makes this powerful technology available to smaller businesses, truly leveling the playing field. And that leaves us with one final big question to think about. We've seen robots evolve from simple machines into intelligent partners. As this continues, and as our factories become truly collaborative spaces, it forces us to ask, how will we ultimately redefine the very meaning of work itself?